Friends, welcome to Post to Post. It's Neil here. Time to announce the winner of the contest. And yes, I know this video should have come out yesterday. That is what I committed to. However, yesterday I went out to go shopping for about an hour, came back, and I opened the door and there's water everywhere in my place. A pipe burst in the wall right by the entrance of my place, and the water was just going everywhere. It was unbelievable. So I dropped everything. I opened my door. I'm literally shoveling water outside of my house. I'm sure that someone driving by must have seen that and thought, is that someone literally shoveling water outside of their house? I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. But yeah, I was that doofus. But I had no other option because it was just coming so fast. It was just, shoveling. So I had to deal with that. And I couldn't find the water main shutoff valve. It wasn't where it was supposed to be by code. It wasn't listed or marked anywhere. So it was a rough day. We'll just put that out there. It was a rough day. So I basically spent the entire rest of that day dealing with that, and now it's there's a big giant hole in the wall. They're gonna fix it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole story. I could make a 20-minute video on. But anyways, we need to announce the contest winner. We had over 70 submissions for the contest between 3 teams. I broke them down by team of what people submitted, and I thought it was really cool what people chose because they weren't even. A lot of people chose a certain amount of team. A lot of people chose Carolina as their pick. So Buffalo had 15 entries, Carolina had 32, and Tampa Bay had 25. So the majority of people chose to rebrand Carolina, and the least amount of people chose Buffalo. So I just thought that was really interesting. We're going to go through all the entries. I'm going to show you all of the entries. I'm going to talk about in depth probably 15, because the process that I went through is that I put all the Buffalo entries in one folder, put all the Carolina entries in one folder, and then the Tampa Bay, same thing. And I went through each team and I picked my favorite 5, and then I kind of ranked them from there, and then the number 1 from every team went on to the finals. So there's going to be 3 finalists, 1 from Buffalo, 1 from Carolina, and 1 from the Tampa folder. So 3 finalists going head to head. But before we do that, we need to go through all the entries from each team. Let's start off with Buffalo, and I'm not gonna say anything about the logos. I'm just gonna walk you through all of the entries, all 15. I'm gonna tell you the name, and I'll show you obviously what the logo looks like. So let's start off with I think the first one. This is by alphabetical order. So the first one we have here is an entry by Risco, and this is the Armada. Next we have the Blizzard. This was an entry by Neek or Nike. I can't remember how to pronounce your name. I think it's Neek. The Blizzards, Buffalo Blizzards, makes sense. We've got the Bobcats. The Brotherhood, interesting logo here. The Brotherhood, Buffalo Brotherhood. Bullets, for this one. Got the Bullets. Cutlass, pirate themed. The Falls, makes sense, close to Niagara Falls. The Freeze, totally makes sense. Buffalo gets pretty cold in the wintertime. The Heat, the Buffalo Heat. The Prey, cool logo. The Sailors, Buffalo is close to water. Not the ocean, but still water. Snow Phoenix, very cool. The Thunder, they do have a buffalo on there. The Wings, Buffalo Wings. I like it. That was it for Buffalo. So I went through all of those, and I chose my favorite 5, and then I kind of ranked them from there. So I'll go from 5 to 1 based on my ranking. So in 5th place for Buffalo, I put, just going to bring it up here on my screen, but the Blizzards. So I'm taking into consideration the logo, how it's designed, the colors chosen, the general layout of the logo, how much text is being used. If it is being used, is it complementary to the rest of the graphic, the actual name of the team. So there's a lot kind of little factors that kind of go into this. And I think the name Blizzards, tremendous name. Incredible name for Buffalo. I think that would stick so well. It also starts with a B, so Buffalo Blizzards, it just kind of rolls off the tongue. Excellent name, Hunter, here that you picked. And the colors also, really great colors. The bottom of the logo here, I think is a little bit awkward, and it looks like a shovel, and I'm thinking that's what you're going for. But it also looks like a little bit of a hockey stick as well. So it's kind of in between a shovel and a hockey stick. You got some snow in the background and a snowflake, the crystallized snowflake there. So there's a lot of really cool elements in here. Overall, it is a little bit busy, but I did like it. Good job. Number 4, I put The Brotherhood by Dan. And I love the symmetry of this. Now, obviously, the stick is not symmetrical. It's kind of off-tilted, and the hand is never going to be symmetrical because of the thumb. But this is, the brotherhood. It is, a team is a brotherhood. You're stuck together and you fight for your team. You win as a team, you lose as a team, but you're together. It's a brotherhood, and you go into war. You got the fist up, the hockey stick in there. So it's a pretty cool logo. It is busy though. It is a very busy logo. Lots of like little shapes and stuff. So it's a lot of positive things, very few negative things. But Dan, I put you in 4th place for Buffalo. Number 3, the Prey, and I thought about how excellent this logo was and how much I didn't like the name. So I was very conflicted with this one, and I couldn't really decide, I was thinking through this, I couldn't really decide where to put this. I had it number 1 for a little bit, but then I got thinking about the name a little bit more. You got natural predators, and then you got the prey. Well, you want to be a predator, not the prey. So I thought I didn't really like the name that much, but I love the logo. The logo is amazing. You see the bee in the background there, and this what looks to be like a pterodactyl or something. I don't know what it is, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's aggressive, lots of intimidation and ferocity in the eyes. Excellent logo. This was designed by Jason, who actually won a previous contest of ours, so extremely talented artist. But yeah, I think the name was just throwing me off a little bit for the team. In 2nd place for Buffalo, I put the Armada. This was by Risco. Now, there was reason behind this. I'm not going to read everyone's reason. That would be here for like literally 4 hours. But I think it was the biggest inland naval academy or something is in or around Buffalo. So that was his reason behind this. Usually when you think Armada, and you can see on here, it looks like a water, and there's like obviously a naval boat on here, maybe a battleship or something. You think probably ocean, not inland lake or anything like that. So I think sometimes the explanation is really important, so I did want to share it for this one. And I love this logo. This is a really, really cool logo, kind of a shield shape. You got the symmetrical battleship in there. I'm just going to call it battleship. I don't even know what it is. And then beautiful colors, blue with a bit of a gradient sunset in the background. I think you could do a lot with those colors in a brand. And Armada is a cool name. There's actually a hockey team called the Armada. They play in the QMJHL. And yeah, it's a cool name. So I like this one a lot. But the number 1, I thought, for Buffalo was the Snow Phoenix. So it's a bit of a weird name in the sense where it's kind of like Lightning or Kraken. It's not like Bruins or Sabres or the Blues or the Canadians where you've got S on the end. It's just like, boom, a word. Like lightning doesn't end in an S. Avalanche doesn't end in an S. You're not going to say avalanches. You're not going to say lightnings. So Snow Phoenix, like the Kraken. No, there's no Krakens. It's just Snow Phoenix. No Snow Phoenixes. So I thought that was not really a positive or a negative thing, just something to point out. But the Snow Phoenix is a cool name because I think part of the reasoning behind here of Grand Theft Goldfish, who is the designer, was that Buffalo is has like such a community aspect. When they get these big storms, when they get like, I don't know, 60 centimeters or whatever it is in inches, I don't even know. And they just, have these incredible lake effect snowstorms that just blanket the city. And they dig themselves out and they come together as a community and they help one another. And they rise. They rise together. And what's a phoenix do? It rises out of the ashes, but in this sense, out of the snow. So Snow Phoenix, actually a pretty cool name. I actually really like that a lot. Buffalo Snow Phoenix. And then the logo here that he's designed, he's kind of stayed in kind of the same lane as the colors for Buffalo. He's chosen almost the two blues that they've used in their history. The original kind of royal blue, which they've brought back, and then the previous generation, which is the middle generation color of the darker blue, and then the yellow. Added some silver in there as well. So congratulations to Grand Theft Goldfish. You are what I think is the best Buffalo logo in this contest, and you are one of the finalists. So excellent job here. I really like the logo. I like the colors. I like the name, the explanation, everything. Pretty cool. Good stuff. Let's move on to, we'll do Carolina next, actually. Just need to bring them up on my screen here. There are 32, so, grab a snack, grab a drink while I go through these. And it's going to be a couple of minutes, but let's look at all of the entries for the Carolina city, town, name, state, whatever team. Here are the names. Airplanes. It says it in the logo. You probably could tell that already. Next, Airborne. Another really cool name. I like the name Airborne. That's neat. Little hockey aspects in here as well for this logo. Aviators. Bit of a theme so far. Another one, Aviators. Nice logo here by Drew. Another one. Guess what? This is also called the Aviators. So a lot of people in the same direction here with Carolina. The Barnstormers is the name of this one. And I just want to give a special shout out to JZP because this logo was not digitally drawn, was not hand drawn, was not painted. This was like sewed and stitched from fabric and stuff. I think I can't remember exactly what they said verbatim, but they basically said, I can't draw, I can't do anything on the computer, but I've got a sewing machine or something along those lines. So I made this. Like, that's incredible. Like, I've never in my life gotten an entry to one of my contests where someone has done this. So special shout out to JZP. Really, really cool. Just to have this is neat. Thank you for that. Next, the barbecue, Carolina barbecue. That probably makes sense. The next, the beacons. Wow, what a colorful logo. The beacons, Carolina beacons. Next, the Blackbeards. So another pirate-themed logo here for Carolina. Makes sense. They're right on the ocean, or, part of the state's on the ocean. Captains. Carolina Captains. Cardinals. Okay. The Char. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. CHARR. Wow, what a logo. Carolina Char. The Cobras. Carolina Cobras. Vibrant logo here. Combatants. Carolina Combatants in this one. Nice colors. Carolina Co-Pilots. Another aviation-themed name. Really interesting state outlines here happening in the middle as well. Next, the Copperheads. Wow, what a presentation document here we have from Scott. We've got the Pantone colors along the bottom left. We've got the explanation on here. Very nice presentation, Scott. Excellent job here. Copperheads. Next, the Corsairs. Another pirate-themed logo. I love it. Corsairs. Carolina Corsairs. Carolina Ghost Fireflies. Ghost Fireflies. Wow. Carolina Ghost Fireflies. That's a long one. Carolina Hermit Crabs. I like it. Hermit Crabs. The Keel Haulers. Carolina Keel Haulers with a very nice logo here. This one's by Sean. Carolina Outer Banks. Nice water aspect here in this logo. Carolina Pilots. We're back with the aviation themed. This one's by Zach. Carolina Racers. This isn't the only Racers. You might see one coming up next. Carolina Racers. Boom, there's another one. Carolina Racers. This one's by Edward. Next, we've got another Carolina Racers. This one's by Peter. The first one was by Canadian Cat Green. Okay, moving on, we've got the Carolina Ranchers. This one's by Ryan. The Carolina Reapers by Brian. Very interesting logo. The Carolina Revenge, another bit of a pirate-themed one here. Carolina Rockers. Yeah, I like it. I like my medal. This one's by Darren, so I appreciate this one. Carolina Sea Serpents. A name that, if I was doing this contest and I was entering in, Carolina Sea Serpents is not a name that I would have picked, or not picked, but I wouldn't even have thought of it. It's a really, really cool name. Never would have thought of it myself, so I appreciate this one. And again, we got Carolina Sea Serpents. 2 people picked the Carolina Sea Serpents. The first one was by Adriana, I don't know how to pronounce her name, and Connor was the second one, so really cool. Carolina Spiders. Look at that spider there. Next is, actually that was the last one. So we got through them all. So I had to go through all of those and then pick my 5 favorite of those ones. So, and then once I did that, I ranked them. So let's go through that process. Same as we did for Buffalo. We'll start at number 5 and go to number 1. So in 5th place for Carolina, I put the Carolina Aviators, one of the Carolina Aviators. This one's by Drew. And I love the colors, that really light sky blue complements and contrasts so nicely with that burgundy or maroon color. And again, contrasts nicely with that kind of a goldish beige color. Very symmetrical logo. I really appreciate that. Down below, you've got kind of almost 3 generations of planes here. And I guess not really, but you've got a prop plane along the right, maybe a P-51 Mustang. In the middle, you've got an F-22 Raptor. And on the, or in the middle, yeah, did I say left? In the middle, F-22 Raptor. And then on the left, you've got a B-2 Spirit or whatever it's called. So I, as someone who appreciates aviation, I really like this, Drew. Excellent job. So yeah, overall, excellent name, excellent colors, and excellent logo. And 4th position, I put the Sea Serpents. This one was by Connor. I love the fact that when you think Carolina, and then you have to think of their history, and they've really embraced their history in the Hartford Whalers. And what do the Hartford Whalers use? Well, they use green and blue. And this is what Connor's gone with. So he's kind of brought that back into life, but in more of a Carolina brand in the Sea Serpents. So he's made an actual sea for Carolina here of the serpent. He's got some water effects going on, beautiful colors. So excellent job here on this one, Connor. You made the top 5. In third position, I put the Copperheads. I was really conflicted with this one because I love the presentation so much. The logo is just absolutely beautiful. The colors are just incredible as well. Excellent drawn logo, like they're just amazing. But I thought the name was, I guess, a little bit weird because when I think Copperheads, I mean, I'm just a silly Canadian. We don't really have venomous snakes up here. But when I think, venomous snakes, I think Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, maybe. I guess I always just naively, as a Canadian, thought that that's where they were and that's where they only were. And I think like Alberta and stuff in Canada has snakes, but not where I live in the East Coast. We don't really have these. So I was a bit confused when I saw this, and I was really happy that he included a little bit of a fact there. I'm going to read it. The Copperhead is the most common venomous snake in North Carolina. I had no idea. So like that's really cool. I'm so happy that he entered this, and obviously he's not going to win. It's in third place for Carolina, but I just thought it was such a cool thing here that it made me learn something. I learned something new, which was awesome. But I still don't think like venomous snakes when I think of Carolina personally. I guess I may be a little bit influenced with the hurricanes and like them being so close to the sea and stuff. So I was thinking like maybe we get a lot of like water themed stuff, and we did, but when I think Carolina, I just don't think Copperheads, and I guess I'm the judge of this contest. So I love the presentation. I love the colors. I love the logo. I love the name. Copperheads is a cool name. It just doesn't scream Carolina to me personally. In second place, I put the other Sea Serpents logo from Adriana, and I talked a little bit about it before, but beautiful text. I love the fact that there's aggression on that sea serpent as an actual snake, just like covered in water. The colors are very complementary. Green and blue look really good, complemented by the yellow as well. And then the water coming around is just so stylized and aggressive. And like this is a logo I could totally see on the front of a jersey. I like it a lot. The only critical thing here is that I think a bit of a missed opportunity. So I would take this logo and I would completely mirror it. So right now the snake is looking right instead of left, and the water is on the right side instead of the left. Just mirror it. Put the water on the other side, and the water makes the sea for Carolina. So again, just maybe a bit of a missed opportunity there. But I mean, top two, it's in second place for Carolina. So excellent job on this one. And the first one overall, I thought for Carolina was the Reapers. This was by Brian, and I thought that this was just a bit of a different out of the box approach, and I really appreciated that because it's got like a bunch of different meanings. So number one, Reaper in general, death, scary. Carolina Reaper, one of the hottest peppers, if not the hottest pepper in the world, which is terrifying. And then the logo itself is drawn so nicely. Just imagine this brand and this colors and in the jersey, the purple and the orange and the red and the black on a jersey. That would look so damn good. I just envision an entire uniform with this, and it just looks amazing. So I really appreciate Brian's drawing here and his approach, a little bit of outside of the box thinking here. And I think the intimidation of this logo is what I really appreciate in logos. There's no text on here as well, so I like that. So I thought this was the best Carolina logo for a couple of reasons. So excellent job on this one, Brian. And you are a finalist. So let's move on to the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is the last set of teams we need to go through, or entries rather. There's 25. So again, grab your snack, grab your drink. Let's go through these one at a time. And we have a familiar name here. It is the Aviators, the Tampa Bay Aviators. This one's by Rooster. And the next one is the Bandits, purple. There's not enough purple in the NHL. So Yoni submitted this. Good choice on the purple. The Beach, Tampa Bay Beach. This one's by Kalish, I think is how you pronounce the name. Makes sense. Tampa is right on the water, obviously. The Bombers, Tampa Bay Bombers. You can see the hockey stick coming out like the fuse thing. That's pretty cool. Coast Riders, Tampa Bay Coast Riders. Lots of surfing, obviously, and down there as well. So this one makes sense. The Coasties, kind of an interesting name. I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but I kind of like it. The Coasties. Crusaders, Tampa Bay Crusaders. I think that sounds really good. The name Crusaders for a team is an excellent name. This one's by Joel. Next, the Flamingos. Look at these colors. Like, I don't know if you can use them because of Florida or the Florida Panthers, but I really like these colors together. And Flamingos obviously makes sense for Florida. I think it's like the state bird or whatever it is, but yeah, awesome. The Crew. I had no idea what KREWE was, but Christian did this one. He submitted this and he gave an explanation. Crew is the kind of, I guess, collection of carnival folk that kind of, I guess, make things happen, or has to do with like Mardi Gras and Louisiana and like some parades and stuff that happen down there. Never heard of the word, never seen the word before. K-R-E-W-E. Interesting name, interesting word. Awesome logo, pretty cool. Tampa Bay Nightlife. Tampa Bay Nightlife is a big party city, explaining the name and picture. That's what he's got in here. This one's by Matt. The Parroteers. Tampa Bay Parroteers. That's also a pretty cool name. I like it. Next is the Tampa Bay Riptide. There is a sports team called the Riptide. I think they play lacrosse maybe. And they might play out of New York. I can't remember exactly, but Riptide is a cool name. Next, the Rockets, Tampa Bay Rockets. So I think this obviously makes sense. Cape Canaveral, which is, I guess, on the other side of Florida. But obviously they launch lots of rockets from Florida. So like this one. Tampa Bay Sea Cows. I thought this one was a bit comical in a good way. Sea Cows, cool name. Sea Monsters. Okay, yeah, that works. Sea Monsters. Next is the Storks. This one's by Marcus. I really appreciate the hockey aspect in this one, Marcus. Good job. And then the Swamp, Tampa Bay Swamp. This one's from Gordon. I mean, obviously there's lots of swamps and alligators and all kinds of stuff down in there. So nice. Swordfish. Absolutely. Tampa Bay Swordfish. That is a cool name. I like that one a lot. Tarpons, Tampa Bay Tarpons. Is that how you pronounce this? I'm not exactly sure. But this one's by Captain D. Boat. And then another one actually called Tampa Bay Tarpons. This one's by Cole. Kind of an odd name, I guess. I don't know if we have those fish up here, but tarpons. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me in the comments. Tampa Bay Thundercats. The Thundercats. That is a cool logo. That is a cool name. I like that one. Mason, good job. Next is the Travelers. We've got a hockey aspect in here. The helmet, a bit of a guy in uniform. I think I can maybe see a jersey or something down there. Neat. Like the colors too. The Tampa Bay Tropics. Very, very vibrant, but that's what Florida's known for. Another Tropics logo here, actually, Tampa Bay Tropics. This one's by TK Hockey. The first one was by Christian. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Voyagers. Nice boat here. Makes sense. Total sense. I think this was the last one. This was the last one. So I went through them all. I picked my 5 favorite ones, and we'll go through them from 5 to 1, just like the other ones. And all right, here we go. So in 5th place for Tampa Bay, I put the Crusaders. I really like the colors here. They're kind of in the same line with the Tampa Bay Lightning's colors. We've got some blue in there, some silver as well. Obviously, they use white more than silver, but still they've used silver in some of their branding, some of their jerseys. And this is a very cool logo. I mean, Crusaders that's kind of I was going to swear and say bad, but it's a really cool logo. It's a really intimidating. He's ready for war. Crusaders ready to go, right? So I like this one. Good job on this one, Joel. You made top 5. Daniel made this one. This is in 4th. Riptide, Tampa Bay Riptide. I like the name. I like kind of the waviness action here. I like the fact that there's a bit of a T in there. There's lots of playfulness in this logo. It's a bit of awkward because the text kind of is squished a little bit, but it is cool. Daniel, you made the top 5. You're in 4th position. In 3rd position, I put the Tampa Bay Travelers. This is by Filthy McNasty 1771. I think that was your email, possibly. You didn't include your name, but really cool drawing actually here. I love the colors. I love the hockey aspect, like I said earlier. I like the wings kind of coming out of the helmet. Awesome. Number 2, the Tampa Bay Storks. This one's by Marcus, and I love the colors here. The colors look so good. The hockey aspect in here is awesome. It even has the number on the jersey. Nice text as well. Kind of a cool version of the Tampa Bay Lightning logo in there. Maybe a little bit just to kind of poke fun at the Lightning, but yeah, I like this one. A lot. Congratulations on coming 2nd overall for Tampa. And the 1st overall, I thought was the Crew, for I guess a couple of different reasons. Number 1, I learned something. Number 2, I love the colors. The purple and the light blue is excellent. Number 3, it's a cool name, like the Crew. Where you're going out with the Crew. A hockey team is technically kind of a crew. It's a group of people. So yeah, I like everything about this actually. The intimidation factor of the logo as well. It's very symmetrical too. The guy's looking to the right, so it's not totally symmetrical, but look at the face. Very intimidating. He's dead. So I mean that's kind of scary. Very dead and ominous eyes as well. Yeah, it's just an excellent job, Christian. Well done on this one. So we've got our finalists. Okay, so let's bring up the 3 finalists on the screen. We've got the Crew, which we just looked at. We've got the Snow Phoenix, and we've got the Reapers. So I at this point, threw it out to some of my friends to get their feedback. I asked some family members as well. And I want to read you their specific not my friends and family stuff, but the finalists' actual explanation behind their logos, because the explanation was a requirement for the entry. So the Snow Phoenix, let's do that one first. So this was submitted by, sorry, I just want to double check. This was submitted by Grand Theft Goldfish. And the explanation was, I chose the Snow Phoenix for the new team name to represent the way Buffalo rises out of the extreme adversity, such as the recent blizzard which killed 40+ people. So kind of like I said earlier, coming together as a community. Great explanation. Excellent job. The next one, which is the Carolina Reapers, this was by Brian. And the explanation here was, I chose the Reapers for it being the Carolina Reaper being one of the hottest peppers in the world, and the Grim Reaper. I chose to use the classic Reaper purple for the hood with the orange and the red flames to show how hot it will get and how you will meet the Reaper after eating it. It's a pretty cool explanation there. And then the last one, the Crew, this was by Christian. I'm going to bring that up on my screen. And the explanation here, the crew, or a crew, sorry, is a group of organizing parades during carnivals, Mardi Gras, and festivals in places like New Orleans, Tallahassee, and Tampa. So that was the explanation there. So we've got our 3 finalists, and I've kind of ranked them here 3-1. So in third place overall from all the teams, I put the Buffalo Snow Phoenix. I thought this was an excellent job. Grand Theft Goldfish, you did a wonderful job here. Great execution on the logo, great color choice, great explanation of the team branding and everything, the team name. So a wonderful job. Congratulations on coming in the top 3. You didn't win, unfortunately. Sorry for that, but just a great job. And the first, I guess if I say number 2, you're going to know who number 1 is. So I guess the 2 Dead Skull logos made it into the top 2. That was not intentional, for the record. So I will announce the winner. The winner of this contest, which is where they are going to win. Actually, let me go grab the prize. All right, we'll do this quickly because I know you're waiting to hear the winner. So we're giving away, the winner gets a Buffalo Adidas jersey. No name on the back. Penguins alternate Adidas jersey. Also blank, no name on the back. And, oops, dropped something. Not the jerseys, headphones. We've got this kind of workouts style, maybe a little bit of a jogger jacket here. The Ottawa Red Blacks, new with tags on this one. And then some hats. Chicago Blackhawks, Ottawa Senators. Hats new, both with tags, both with stickers. So, the winner will be announced right now. Congratulations to, I don't have a drum roll, Brian. Congratulations to the Carolina Reapers. I thought this was pretty much perfect from every aspect. It was a really difficult decision, actually. Christian and Brian both made incredible logos. The Crew was a really cool name. It was a really cool explanation. I learned something from it. But I just thought from literally every aspect, the Reapers was the better choice. The name itself, like regardless of the logo, regardless of the Carolina Reaper pepper, just the name Reaper in general, like the Lightning versus the Reapers, the Predators versus the Reapers. Like, it just sounds so intimidating. I just love the name. I love the name. And then you can kind of include everything in after that. Like the Grim Reaper, there's the Reaper Predator drone or whatever it is that the Air Force uses, the Carolina Reaper pepper, and then the logo itself is just tremendous. The colors are excellent, the design is excellent, it's intimidating. Man, excellent job. I really like it. It's just it's really out of the box, and so was Christian's. That was also out of the box. I just think I liked the name Reaper more than Crew. That's really the big thing that kind of came down to. I loved both logos inside and out. I liked the explanations and stuff, but it kind of came down to what name I liked more, maybe a little bit. I really appreciated the colors of both. It was probably my favorite part of both of them was the colors chosen. So, man, this was tough. Really, really tough to decide. You guys are so talented and so awesome. I really appreciate anyone who submitted into this contest. I really appreciate you. Congratulations. Everyone give a congratulations to not only Brian for being the winner, but like the top 5 for every team. And anyone who submitted for this contest should feel really good about it. If you did submit and you didn't see your logo in here, you either stole artwork, submitted stolen artwork in the past for previous contest, or emailed it to the wrong email. So that's the only explanation. So thank you everyone for submitting their entries into the contest. I hope you guys had fun, and I appreciate you watching on the channel. Another contest coming on the channel in maybe about a month or so. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be or when it's going to drop, but definitely keep a lookout for it. If you want to take part in that, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button if you're new so you don't miss it. If you did enjoy this contest and this video, please hit the like button. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Adios.